Hi guys, we're back with another episode of Two Little Black Girls podcast.
Episode 45.
Yes, and in case you haven't listened to us before, I'm Alicia.
I'm Kristen.
And yeah, make sure you click on the description bar below and follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also check out our blog on WordPress, Two Little Black Girls. So there's lots of good goodies there, and you can catch more up-to-date news and pictures and all that fun stuff.
Right.
So do that.
Yes, and that's where we put like full-scale reviews, like Alicia said, including the pictures of places that we went.
Yeah, and there'll be a lot more cool things coming up on that blog as well. Like outfit of the day stuff, fashion styling. Yes.
The blog is building, developing.
Yeah.
So
everything's in the works. So
everything's in the works.
Check it all out. See how it grows.
Yeah.
Anywho,
so as always, we're gonna start with our most recent purchases.
Yeah, and what did you buy, Kristen?
So last week I told you guys that I bought some new shoes from Everlane. They're called the Modern Loafers. Oh, I didn't show Alicia yet, actually. Hold on.
I saw the Instagram picture. If you're following on Instagram, you'll see it there. Ooh.
So they're made of leather. I don't know what the sole's made out of, but
they look pointy-toed.
They are pointy-toed, and they're actually very difficult to break in. Like, my goal for this week is to break them in. I wore them like the day I got them in the mail, and by the end of the day, my feet were hurting. I had to change my shoes.
Did you bring a pair of change-in shoes?
Yeah, because I got them delivered to my job, so I came to my job in one pair of shoes.
Oh, okay.
And then when I opened this box, I just wore these because I knew I'd have to break them in. But
I hate breaking in shoes that hurt.
Yeah.
Like,
it was like really
But how do they hurt? Do they like rub against the ankle? Do they squeeze the toe?
No, they don't rub against the ankle. They hurt like the two edges of my feet. And it might just be because I have flat feet. So like when I say things hurt, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because when you have flat feet, most shoes are gonna hurt in the beginning. And so you break them into your feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a painful week of breaking them in, but they do look cute. I already got some good comments about them. So,
very professional looking.
Right? Like, that was like the main reason.
Yeah, I like breaking in. Well, I don't like breaking in shoes, but I do like a nice pair of like fancy looking shoes.
And I also feel I could wear them casually too, with like a nice jean.
Yeah, if you dress it up casual, I see that hipster cash.
Yes.
It's hipster cash.
Yes. I guess that's the look I'm going for.
Cool.
Relaxed.
Relaxed.
And casually professional.
Yeah. Like ready for anything at a moment's notice.
Yeah, exactly. And I got them in navy. It's a really dark navy. Like, it could almost pass as black.
Yeah. So. But it's kind of dim in here right now. Maybe with, like, a brighter light. It seems more navy in the light.
Yeah.
But in dim lighting, it definitely passes for black.
Right. So, it could go most of my dark outfits.
Yeah. Or, you can... I think you can make it work for spring,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I wear them dark in the spring as well, so it'll definitely work with me. Yeah. Oh, I actually did buy other things. So I bought more work clothes, actually.
Oh, okay.
I bought some chino. I did buy 2 bras from
chinos.
Yeah, I bought 2 bras from H&M because I ruined so many of my bras in the dryer, so I had to replenish them. And I got these 2 Balsinet bras from H&M. I buy like all my bras from H&M because, one, I feel like I don't have enough boobies to be spending, $30+ on bras. I know a lot of you who have a lot of boobies have to spend a lot on bras because you need a lot of support and things of that nature.
A decent amount
You
of
need,
boobs.
you need like support, so you make sure you get good bras.
Yeah.
Me, I don't need that, so I just go for like cheap and
Get
cute.
a Target bra or something.
No, because they're not cute. Target bra. Well, I don't know. I guess I've never actively looked in Target for bras.
Okay.
I don't know, but H&M, the one in Herald Square, has like bras for like $17, and they're pretty cute. I pretty much always get a balsonette bra because those work for for my boobies the best.
Okay.
They just keep them nice and lifted and perky.
Okay.
I got one in like a pink with like black trimming and one in like a black.
Sexy.
Sexy.
That's the pink and black. Those are the sexy
Are
ones.
they?
I used to hear that if you own black underwear and black bras, that meant you were like very sexually active.
No. First of all, everyone needs a black bra.
That's old school though.
Yeah, that's old school. Like with these sheer shirts they have us wearing nowadays, you need a black bra. Yeah, so I think it's like a very essential wardrobe piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got, like I said, I went to Uniqlo.
Your evidence.
I know. You see in the trash bra I had to throw out today because all the clasps were burned off.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got a pair of like dark navy blue chinos for work.
That's funny you say chinos, because I was on Instagram and I was looking through some pictures and I saw all these white chinos. Mm-hmm. I was like, they look kind of cute. Yeah. But then I was like, how old do you need to be to wear chinos? Do you need to be like 30 to wear chinos?
Everyone at my job wears like chinos because they're like a nice casual pants. Mm-hmm. Like you could wear them casually out, but then they're also like, they also kind of look like slacks, so you can wear them to the office as well. Mm-hmm. And a lot of men wear them, but I think they're coming out with more women's chinos. And they're like one of the few pants that actually fit my body correctly because they're kind of rugged, almost like a jean, except more a little loose, so it looks a little bit more office-y.
Yeah, official.
But I have another pair of chinos from before, and they're just like straight leg, but these chinos have a little fold at the bottom, so I think those I could also wear more casually because the fold like makes them look a little bit more casual, but still like officey. And then I got like 2 shirts. This one like sweater shirt they had on promotion in like this lighter blue, and then I got this like button down collared shirt in like a cream.
Sounds nice.
So yeah.
Goes with your new shoes.
Goes with my new shoes, yeah. One thing I need is more socks, because a lot of my socks have holes in them now. Mm-hmm. So that's like...
That's on your list.
On my list.
Of things. Yeah. I didn't really buy anything this week, but I did want to go online and browse a couple of stores because I did notice that there are a lot of spring sales now. So I saw ASOS had a spring sale. I'm not sure if that finished off, but I wanted to browse there.
They always have a sale though.
Yeah, I know they always have a sale, but I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe I need to check this out. And there were a couple other websites like that I want to look at. Nothing in particular, just fun, maybe blouses and shirts for spring. And I do really need to, like, prioritize and reorganize my closet and get rid of some clothes there because I'm kind of sentimental in the fact that either I had this thing and I wore it and I associate it with this one thing that I wore it to. Okay. And I just don't want to get rid of it because of that. Yeah. Or, like, I've only worn it once and I know I spent, like, a decent amount of money on it and I feel like maybe I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I should wear this a couple more times, and I don't want to throw it away just yet because I should wear it a couple more times. Right. But I really need to, like, get over my things and just, like, bite the bullet and throw away some things. Or not throw away, donate them or something. Just clean out the closet, make space for things I'm actually going to wear as opposed to things that are just sitting in there. Yeah. You know?
And spring's a good time to do that.
Yeah, spring cleaning. Spring closet cleaning.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that, like, in the winter, because, in Jamaican culture, we do this thing called a barrel, where you send, like, a bunch of goodies, like, you know, clothes that you have that are, like you've only worn once or never worn before, and that you give to, like, your family members in Jamaica, and you also send, like, other random things, like, sometimes they'll request that you buy something that you can only find in America, so that you buy it and you put it in this, like, huge, barrel, but I'm trying to describe it, but it's hard to
Is it
describe.
like
It's
a
like
box?
this huge, it's round. So
Oh.
this huge round container
I know
that's
those,
brown.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen those containers
Yeah,
before.
so you put all that
It's
shit.
like a giant tube.
Yeah, basically. So you put
Yeah.
all like your donated clothes and shoes or whatever that you're not really wearing, and then whatever else you bought for them, and then you send it down, and they open it. It's like, wow, new thing.
You can fit a lot in those barrels.
Yeah,
too.
like loads. What my mom does, she like has one of us sit on top of it because our barrels are always overpacked. So, but as long as it's closed, you can pack as much as you want. So he just has us sit on it and like clasp it.
Get it shut.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's how you do it.
So we sent one in like winter, so that gave me an opportunity to like, you know, go through my things and see what things I wasn't wearing anymore and just like send it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I need that moment sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Not like it as an excuse to have reason to buy more clothes, but just because some clothes are cheap that I got and like they're not the best. They have a little bit of holes in them. If you lift your arm a certain way, you could find it. Or like, you know, they just don't fit as well as they could. So you gotta get rid of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I just have things I would like to do closet wise, but nothing that I actually purchased this week.
Yeah.
Save that money.
Save that money.
After my makeup spray.
Oh yeah, your big makeup spray.
I mean, that was a decent amount.
That was, but it was good stuff.
Yeah, I like everything that I got, so no regrets. Hashtag. Hashtag no regrets.
You should take pictures of what you bought.
Yeah, I said that last episode. I'm gonna do it. I took pictures and then like my phone camera does not take really great pictures. I realized something the lens is not capturing it very well, so everything looks. It takes me forever to reshoot everything. I get fed up and I'm like, you know what? I'll try and throw a filter on this to salvage it.
To cross over to iPhone land.
I've been thinking about that.
Pictures are always crisp.
I've been thinking about it, but I don't know yet. I don't want to.
Why?
I don't know. I just like to be loyal to Android in some form. Or like, you know, I'm like a Google Windows person now. I already have a laptop.
They have it here.
I know they have that, but I don't know. I just have this attachment.
Fine. I know people are loyal to one side or the other.
I'm thinking about it.
Me, I'll never leave iPhone land. It's just so easy.
But didn't you recently convert or no?
To what?
iPhone land.
Well, iPhone was my first smartphone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
iPhone 4. I got it, I think, the summer after my first year of grad school. So it hasn't been that many years.
You had a smartphone before grad school.
Remember I had that little blue phone?
Little blue phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a smartphone.
Okay.
So wow. I had that all throughout my first year. So I haven't had a smartphone for very long, actually.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. I don't think I had a smartphone until, like, tail end of college. Like, senior year, maybe. Okay. If that. Because I had my iPod, so I didn't really need a smartphone.
You could surf on it?
Well, you had internet connection. Yeah. If you were near a Wi-Fi thing, you could.
Yeah, so that's what I had. I had a
iPhone.
I mean, iPod. What do you call that iPod that looks like a
iPhone?
iPhone 3. It's an iPod, but it looks like an iPhone 3.
I thought it was just called an iPod.
No, because remember there's
Because there's the original iPod that's white.
Yeah, and then there was
the colored ones, the iPod minis.
But then there was the one that was black. iTouch, yeah. I had an iTouch, so maybe that's like why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. iTouch.
That's like class. So I remember like when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, it's touchscreen. This is so futuristic.
Like, wow, I could put my music on this.
Yeah, oh my god.
I could watch TV on this. Oh my god. I was like, oh, I'm watching Supernatural.
Yeah, that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Now that's like standard fare for these young kids.
Yeah, that's annoying. Anywho,
so
places we went.
Places we went. I feel like I had such a busy week last week, and I didn't even go somewhere every day, but it just felt so busy.
Same.
I'm back on the gym horse.
Yeah.
I went to the gym last week. Felt pretty good. Oh, maybe I should review it. So I go to the new New York Sports Club, in the East Village on Avenue A and 3rd Ave. What on earth is that sound?
Maybe some gas in some
What?
air, some heat. A backfiring car? That sounds a little bit bizarre.
Is that in the outside or is that in
I
the
think
bathroom?
It's on the outside. It's in the street.
Oh.
It's like one of those motorcycles.
Oh, it sounded like it was in the house.
I know.
That was weird. Sorry. What was I saying? So yeah, so I go to that New York Sports Club on Avenue A and 3rd Ave. It's really nice. It's new, so all the equipment's new. It has like a really a decently nice floor plan. It's 4 floors.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, on the first floor is just the entrance, and you have to walk up to the second floor, and they have the front desk, some ellipticals, and some weights. They actually don't have a lot of ellipticals, which is like my main critique about it. I feel like gyms should have like rows upon rows of like treadmills and ellipticals and things of that nature, and it's just like a really small room with like a couple of each.
Okay.
So, and then on the other side they have the weights, and then on the second floor they have like this like CrossFit room or this like
classrooms for like classes?
They have classrooms I think on the 3rd floor. No. The classrooms are on the second. I don't know. On one of the floors is the classrooms and then a cycling room. They have like a huge, cycling studio and then like a regular classroom.
Okay.
And they have this room where there's like a patch of fake grass and then all these different like dinky doos for you to work out with.
Dinky doos?
I don't know, like things, a bunch of different things that I didn't really take a good look at, but I call it CrossFit-y things, like things to lift
Bars,
you up
stretching,
and things of that nature. Yeah, there are a bunch of dudes in there working out with each other. I don't know. And then they have some other room that had some other stuff that I didn't pay too much attention to.
Some other stuff.
Yeah, some not things that I was interested in. I think they had a full weight room.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them was like a full
one of those.
weight room. So yeah, and then, oh my god, the locker room is so nice, like really crisp. They have one of those fancy water bottle things that everywhere has now.
Okay.
Because, when you bring your water bottle, you just rest it and the water comes down.
Yeah.
They have showers and they have hair dryers for everyone's use and like lockers. You have to bring your own lock. And it's really nice. So yeah, I'm back on the gym thing.
That's good.
Going again next week. Gotta get that summer body.
That beach body ready.
Beach body. I bought like a bunch of like quick good food this week because I can't keep up with the cooking thing. So I bought a lot of like chicken I could just throw in the oven or throw in the microwave that's already cooked. And I'll just cook a little quinoa or steam some vegetables and that's all I have to do.
Yeah. Sometimes, you're like cooking, value effort, but my life is way too crazy. Yeah. I'm too tired to wait to cook this dinner.
I can't.
Eat it and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm not good at cooking, so sometimes I cook something and I'm like, I don't really like this.
But
you ate it anyways. But when you have food that's pretty much already cooked for you, it's going to taste good and it's quick. Yeah. And it just works for my lifestyle.
My Trader Joe's pasta, spinach, what is it? That spinach 4 cheese pasta. Yeah. I love that.
It comes in handy, just pop it in.
Bow tie pasta, pop it in like 3 minutes and then
boom, you're
fresh
done.
pasta to eat.
Exactly.
And you can put some on the side of that if you want to.
I like their different chickens in that microwavable thing that come like balsamic and ginger, lemon pepper, teriyaki.
I don't think I've ever tried them, but I've seen them.
Those are good and very easy.
And what about those? You haven't gotten those pup dogs in a while.
Oh no.
Those pigs in a blanket.
Those are good too.
Those puff pastries.
Those are good. The wontons. The lasagna is good. It's a little greasy. I don't understand. Like, when I put it in the oven, it gets greasy. Maybe that's the ground chicken in it.
It could be the cheese.
Or, yeah, I don't know. It's a little greasy, but it's good, so I still eat it.
I like the garden fresh lasagna, I think, but it's really small. Like, I don't feel full after I eat that.
Yeah, no.
But it's healthy. It's like ricotta cheese and like it's veggie lasagna, basically. It's just like so tiny, like... if you try to make that your meal, you better have some fruits or something on the side.
On the side.
Because you're not, or yogurt or something.
Yogurt.
It's not going to fill you up.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been eating more fruits lately. Oranges, got anything of dates. So
that's like healthy train. I'm trying to get on the healthy train. But it's harder for me to do that dinner-wise. I do it more when it's regard to work, since I get my breakfast and lunch bought for me.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll order a fruit salad for breakfast and, like, one of those juices from a juice place or a smoothie. And then for lunch, I'll try and make sure I have, like, something healthy. Try and steer clear of the beefs. And, like, any burgers or anything like that. Like, I'll go for, like, a salmon or maybe a chicken. They keep ordering from sushi, and I realize I'm not a huge sushi person. Like, I only like certain types of sushi, and that's it. Like, I'll try it, but that's about it.
Sometimes sushi places have, like, a teriyaki or something.
Yeah, they have some teriyakis, but I'm like, I don't really want it. Like, I just, like, sushi's not my go-to if I'm going. If I'll go have sushi, but I'll only probably get shrimp tempura or, like, some, like, crab roll. It's like basic roll. It doesn't sound scary. Like, it'll give me a stomach ache.
Yellowtail's good. Some yellowtail.
Maybe I'll try a yellowtail. But sometimes sushi just scares me. I'm like eating it. I'm like,
but it's not
tastes
raw.
Tastes like MSG.
It's not raw. It's cooked.
Tastes like mercury. It's like,
well, that salmon you eating has it too.
I know. I'm just like, it just tastes like mercury. I was like, okay.
The Chinese food you eat from around the corner has it.
I know it has MSG. I wrote a Twitter status. Did people forget Chinese food has MSG, or just no one care anymore?
I guess. I don't know.
Everything's
bad for you.
I don't think anyone cares anymore.
It's like, I'm going to avoid MSG, but then I'm going to eat this deep fried chicken that my mom made. You know, it's like, tit for tat. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess, you do what you do. You do what you can to be healthy. I still want to be that old person that's like, I wish I ate more fruits and veggies when I was younger.
No, you don't want to be that.
Yeah. And try and work out more, too. I went to the gym last week, too. I went to cycling. I went to Torque.
Oh.
And that was pretty fun. I mean, it was exhausting, but it was pretty fun. I felt refreshed.
Okay. Have you been to Monster Cycle yet?
Not yet. But I hear really good things about Monster Cycle.
I use it because I still have one class pass each month. So I went last month to a cycling and weights class there, and they did give specific instructions in regards to resistance. So
no, resistance is hard.
Yeah.
Cycling, whenever I do cycling, I sweat like nobody's business. Like, I'm dripping hardcore. And this class at Torque, it's just a basic cycling class, but he's like, it's like a real cycling. He likes to say, real cycling. Like, you go through, like, if you were riding a bike on the street, this is how we would ride. Like, you're riding up hills and different things, so he transitions you through hills and through long stretches or whatever. And you have to turn up your resistance to make it harder, like going up a hill or whatever.
Right.
And you sweat crazy. You sweat like crazy.
And the rooms are always hot. Or warm.
They're like, there's a hot box because everyone's just moving.
Yeah.
And it's so close. It's not a huge room.
Exactly.
So you're like just moving, and there's a lot of people making energy and making the room hotter.
Yeah, so that like adds to the sweat.
Yeah. But it's still good. Yeah. You feel like you did something afterwards.
I like the weights portion more than I thought I would.
The like doing the small little
things.
Lifting and
like you said, it made me feel like I did something because it like hurt, but then afterwards you felt like, oh, I did some
actually
weights.
did some workout.
So
did you go anywhere else?
I should integrate. I went to this Japanese restaurant. I won't say how. I won't say how. But I went to this Japanese restaurant in downtown Brooklyn near BAM and Atlantic Terminal. So in like smack dab downtown Brooklyn. It's called Ganso. 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 Okay. It's actually on 515 Atlantic Avenue.
Didn't we go to like a Thai place near there before?
Over there ish. Okay. Sometimes I pass it like if I take the bus to work. I'm like, oh, it's that place.
That place where I had
where you got sick. You got violently ill. That's actually when we were apartment hunting.
Yeah. And Gloria was with us. Or Gina,
Gloria.
or
No, Gloria was with us.
Yeah, that was like, oh, this is so terrible. I was like, I can't make it.
Well, thankfully Atlantic Terminal has a bathroom.
Yeah. It was a forward-facing explosion, not a...
I don't know why it made you sick, but...
It just did.
Yeah.
It didn't sit right.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but... Anywho, Ganso was really nice. Ganso was really, really nice. It just opened, apparently. The way that it's set up, it's apparently it used to be an old bodega, so they completely refurbished it. They have this long bar in like the far right, and they have these little like Japanese style tables where there's a little wooden table, then there's like those what do you call the seats to the back that have
planks or
the
like
you know when you go to
bench?
a restaurant, the bench seats all around the edge, and then like there's a chair on the other side, obviously, of the table. And the chairs have little cubbies underneath for you to put your bag.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so it's really cute. The waitresses were really nice. The food is very, like, interesting. Like, I got this chicken skewer thing, but the chicken wasn't, like, cut up and, like, put on the skewer. It was like one huge chicken roll.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of imagine, well, to me it looked like the chicken that's inside of a dumpling, but it was like fried, and it was like a huge log of it on these two sticks. So when the waitress brought it to me, she was like, this is how you eat it. Oh, and it came with a raw quail egg with some sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So she would explain to me how to eat it. She was like, oh, you gotta break apart the two sticks, and that'll kind of like cut it open for you, and then swirl it in the egg mix. Okay. And I was like, I don't know if I want to swirl it in the raw egg. And she was like, no, do it. And the person was like, no, do it. So I did it, and it was actually pretty good. It didn't taste raw. And she was like, oh, it's good for you too. I'm like, oh.
I guess the chefs know what they're doing.
Maybe, yeah. But I cut it up. I didn't like dip the whole stick in there because I thought that'd be weird. But it was good.
Yeah, it's better to do that.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to eat something and you want someone new, you better stick to the standard ways.
Yeah, exactly. And they had no forks, so I had to use chopsticks, and thankfully I could kind of maneuver around chopsticks now.
Okay.
I did it, so.
Cool.
And then I drank some red wine there, and the red wine was really good. Very like dry, how I like it, and like a little bit sweet, but mostly like dry. So it was really good and really strong too. They put in these small glasses, and they like fill it to the brim instead of putting it in a wine glass. So it was pretty good, and it wasn't like that expensive. It was like standard fare for like what we pay.
$3 signs. $2
No,
signs?
like $9 to $13 for a meal, depending on what kind of meat you're getting.
Okay, yeah.
And the wine was like $11. So like standard fare.
Yeah.
I think for downtown Brooklyn.
I would give it a Yelp $2 sign.
A Yelp $2 sign. Yeah, it was really nice. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're down there. And it was like a diverse crowd of people there. Probably because it's in downtown. Like, there were like couples, and then families with like children, and then like hipsters, and then like working professionals. It was like real chill. Yeah, and then that was Thursday. Friday, I went out with some other friends, and we went to Blockheads on 30-something Street. The food there was like bleh. Probably, I don't want to be like rude, but probably the worst Mexican food I've ever had.
I don't think it's the worst I've ever had.
I've
been to Blockheads before, but it's very basic.
It's very
Mexican
basic,
food.
Very bland. I mean, the only thing
The drinks are good.
Mine wasn't good.
Well, you can get a big drink for cheap.
Yeah, there you go. You can get a big drink for really cheap.
So you can get drunk there for
cheap. For sure. Because I got a small mango margarita. I think it was $4, and it was pretty big.
Yeah, for a small.
Yeah, but it was just so syrupy and thick and and the food, I got 2 tacos, and they came with a side of beans and rice. The tacos were okay, but I got hard tacos, but they put my stuff in a soft taco and then inside of a hard taco, which I thought was strange.
They do those at Taco Bell.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know what it's
There you
called,
go.
but I know they do those.
They did that there, and the rice and beans were like, And the only thing I really liked at Blockheads, you get free chips and salsa.
Yeah.
And they just replenish it constantly. I thought that was really good. Thought the salsa was really nice.
I don't think it's the worst Mexican you've had though, because
where else have we gone Mexican?
I was actually
bad?
looking back at some old vlogs of London.
Okay.
And we went to that place that was like a fake Chipotle.
Oh yeah.
And it had like pretty
That
bad.
is probably
Their
the
bowl
worst.
was like their burrito bowl, whatever, was terrible.
Yeah.
The rice was hard, and I just remember I was looking back at it, I was laughing so much. It was just funny. But
We
yeah,
did
like,
vlogs in London.
well, I did vlogs
Oh,
on my
yeah.
channel, and then we did that one for our. If you look on our channel from last year around May, June-ish, you'll find a vlog when we talk about proposals.
Oh my god, I have to watch that again.
That one's on our channel, and then on my channel I have some two or three vlogs from when we were in London, so you can check those out. It's like a quick day by day, or a quick like sum up of like our days there. And, like, going to those different spots and things like that.
Oh my god.
So I was like watching it the other night. I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's probably the worst Mexican I remember.
Yeah. So aside from this is the worst Mexican food I've had in America. Let's say that.
Okay. So far, anyway.
Yes. And then so then after that, we were taken to a gay bar in Chelsea off 20th Street called sorry, I'm getting distracted by our own channel. We went to this bar in 20th Street called Boxers, which is apparently a chain gay bar. They have ones all over the city. I've been going to a lot of gay bars recently. Like, I've acquired a lot of gay male friends, and they like to take me out to bars.
But you know, it's fun. It's an experience. You get to see things.
Yeah,
Like boxers.
Like beautiful men in boxers. So it's called Boxers because all the waiters are in these tiny, tiny, tiny red boxer briefs. And they're walking around with them with trays of like dollar shots and things of that nature. And they all have like 10 packs and are hairless.
Reminds me of Shameless.
Yeah, basically. Oh my god, it was basically that.
Like Ian's job at Shameless.
Yeah, it
Club.
was basically that minus the dancing.
Okay.
They were just serving drinks as opposed to dancing. And you know, it was a more diverse crowd than the gay bars I went to last time. So people of all ethnicities and ages were in there. And I think there were more couples in this bar. The last bars were more like single guys looking to hook up. And this was a lot of singles, but then also couples. There were a lot more old men in there patrolling for
some young buns.
For some young buns? Exactly. So that was interesting. It's actually a sports bar. So there were several different TV screens around that was showing
March Madness?
I think it was baseball. What's that?
Oh, March Madness is basketball, the college championships.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, baseball season is starting up too, so it probably was baseball.
Yeah. So and they had pool tables, but the pool tables were covered and people were like using them as seats. Yeah, so it was fun. I'm coming out with a blog post soon called Straight Girl in a Gay Bar, where I'll expand on the experience of being a straight girl in a gay bar. Cool. I think they're very chill environments, especially if you just want to dance and not have to worry about boys pushing up on you or anything of that nature. If you want a crazy dance too, because they love crazy dancing.
Yeah.
In gay bars, it's just very free.
Yeah, like get your groove on.
Get your groove on type of environment. So you just want to go out and get your groove on. Go to a gay bar. There's plenty of straight girls there. It's like gay men and their straight girlfriends.
Yeah.
All having fun.
Sounds like a ball.
It's a ball. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did this weekend. I got so many errands done on Saturday. Like, I was an errand queen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
I changed my sheets. linen laundry.
Wash.
I cleaned. I did.
Shopping.
Cooked. I didn't really
You got
shop.
Fresh Direct.
No, I went to Trader Joe's bright and early.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you missed those lines.
Yes, I did. And, like, there was so much space to shop.
How early is bright and early?
I was there by 9.
So get there before 10, guys.
Get there before
if you
10
want to
for
get
sure.
some like nice open spaces you can actually shop as opposed to like popping in and out through people.
Yeah.
Because that's no way to shop.
No, I can't stand shopping in like crowded supermarkets because like people line up in front of where you're trying to get food, so it's like you can't really like stand and browse.
Yeah, you have to like know what you're going for.
Yeah,
and grab it.
I can't stand that.
I like to browse when I'm shopping.
Yeah,
like I know you have a list, but like still.
Yeah, because like Trader Joe's always has new stuff popping up. Yeah. And you may want to try something. You know.
Seasonal things. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool.
So, what did you do this week?
Well, aside from going to Torque, I went to this mentoring program thing, and that was cool. I got to meet some women in different industries who know they're on top of their game and have their own businesses. And then on Thursday, I went to this tapas place called Toro, which is like sort of in Meatpacking Chelsea area. It's like past. It's like on 14th or 15th, I believe, all the way past 10th Ave. So it's like a really like you could walk by it and not notice it was there. It's like sort of like covered, but then you go inside and it's like kind of like mood lighting. It's dim but not too dark, and it's lots of like. There's like a big bar in the front, and then there's like a smaller bar in the back, and lots of little tables, and I sat at like this, like, it's a very nice atmosphere. You could go on and like if you're hanging out with friends or if you're going on a date. It's not like I wouldn't call that a go-to date spot. That's not my ideal go-to date spot, but it is a nice place. And like the menu is it reminded me of being very French, even though it was a tapas bar. So like they had a lot of duck dishes, and different type of things. So I was there with 3 other girls, and what we decided to do is like each of us picked 2 tapas.
Yeah.
And then like we shared them.
Okay.
So I had we had like foie gras, which is duck liver. Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, this is gonna taste disgusting. But I'm like, I'm just gonna try everything because you know what, I'm here and I'm paying for part of it. Yeah. So I tried it and it's really, really good. It like tastes like it tastes like sort of like if you ever had a pork shoulder. Yes. And the crunchy part. Ooh. It kind of tastes like that, like the crunchy fat. That's what it tastes like. It's just basically fatty, greasy. It tastes like fatty, greasy goodness, but, you know, it's really small. Like, the liver is so small, though, but it's delicious. And then we also had, like, these sticks. They were, like, fried sticks, and they kind of look like mozzarella sticks, but inside is, like, this minced sort of meat thing. And later on, I found out the minced meat thing was, like, brains. So I also had some, like, cow brain. So it was, like, this minced meat brain and, like, this fried stick. It tasted pretty good. Like, I wouldn't order it again just because it wasn't that good. But, I mean, it wasn't disgusting, which I would have thought brains would have been like. So that was, like, 2 adventure things right there. And we also got tuna tartare. Had that with some bread. That was basic. It was fine. Then we also had like this potato sausage thing, which was really good. It was like this bowl of potatoes and the sauce with like some chorizo sausage on the side. It was really good. And then some other things that we had, like this like asparagus and the sauce, and then this duck drumsticks and a couple other different appetizers. So that's like the menu is a wide range of tapas. Different flavored things, like French and inspired and a little bit Mexican. And it was really good. And then the drinks also were pretty good. The girls that I were with didn't think they were that strong. They were, like, decent. Like, you wouldn't get drunk off of them. But if you were just drinking, like, maybe 3 drinks and not eating as much, you probably would. I feel like they really wanted something strong, like, powerful.
They wanted to get, like, toasted.
Yeah, a little toasted. You could feel nice off their drinks. So I had, like, this Old Tom drink, which was, like, sort of like a lemonade-y sort of drink with a little vodka or gin or something in it. And then another drink that was like similar, but it had a little bit sweeter taste to it. And they were both pretty good. Like I would get their drinks there. Mm-hmm. It's just I would call this place like a $3 sign place. It's not super pricey, but it's not like cheap either. Yeah. So if you're going there, it's gonna be like a nice little night out. Mm-hmm. And the crowd was pretty diverse. Like it was like a mixture of ages and I mean, it was a little bit more like upper crust, I would say, that people were there, but it was definitely diverse in sort of ethnicity and age range.
What neighborhood was it again?
Chelsea, so it's like near Meatpacking-ish. Okay. And yeah, so it was good. Like the overall meal wasn't that bad. Only thing I will note is that I got there a little bit late, but when I got there and I ordered my drink, it literally took them like an hour for my drink to come out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did they give it for free?
No, they just were like, oh, so sorry. But it literally took them like an hour for my drink to come out. So like for the first like few courses, I was like just sipping on water because it just took forever. And I don't know why, it just took a really long time. So that was like a pooper part of Toro, but overall the food's pretty good. If you want to get tapas and feel fancy, you can go there, but it's not like you need to go there. But if you want to, you can.
Okay.
And then after that, we went to this place called the Monkey Bar. And I've only really been there maybe twice before. Once was for a Cupid's Undie run, and it was during the day, so it was open specifically for the people participating in the run.
Oh, you did Cupid's Undie run?
Yeah, with Amber a couple years ago.
Oh.
And then,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then this time when I went, it looked the same. It's pretty big. Like, it's a long space, and then there's an upstairs, and I think there's like a wider part in the back. But it's pretty wide open. There's seating, there's a long bar, and like there's music playing, but it's not too loud. So you could theoretically go there after work and meet people. The crowd's diverse enough, but when we went there that Thursday night, it was kind of like a lot of older gentlemen, and the girls that are with didn't feel like they were up to par, like attractiveness level. So they're like, we can't really get our flirt on here. So we didn't stay very long. We really stayed for like 5 to 10 minutes and left. And went to a house party at a Millionaire's Loft, and that was pretty cool. I've never been to Millionaire's Loft before. Definitely an interesting experience. Lots of art and stuff around. There was a ping pong table, but it wasn't anything special. It's just like what you see in the movies. That's all I'd say.
There's nothing that you'd be like, oh my god, I need to go back to Millionaire's Loft.
No, like you get in the elevator, it opens straight into the apartment. But I've had the experience before with one person I dated like early on. He had an elevator that opened to his apartment. Oh, okay. And it's just like an expansive space, like a lot of living space, smaller rooms along the side, and that's it. It wasn't anything fancy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you live in Soho.
That's
you have a loft. It's nice. You got some electric lights moving throughout these like books. I don't know. They were like these like I forget who the authors of the books were, and they had like some interesting art. That was about it.
It wasn't anything spectacular.
No, it wasn't like anything blowing my mind. It's just like, okay, this is interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's about it. I missed out on an experience last night because it's Easter weekend and I was home for the weekend, but the same person, she was going out with some guys and she was like, oh, you should join us, and I wanted to. And these are like European guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but I was stuck in the Bronx and I couldn't go. And then they were doing brunch today as well, but I couldn't do that either. So I was like, oh, so annoying. I missed out on a pack of Europeans.
She seems like an interesting friend to have.
Yeah, she is very interesting. She knows a lot of people just from like her travels and her personality. And yeah, like last time she was here, she actually met this guy from New Zealand who is the person who has all these European friends.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're like chatting right now. Like they've been chatting back and forth. Yeah. So she was gonna like, she's like, I was gonna try and get all his guy friends together, and you can. I'm like, yeah, tell me. And she's like, yeah, I'll tell you. And I couldn't go. I was so mad. I was gonna really try and go anyways from the Bronx. Yeah. I was like, this is too much.
You didn't have like your good clothes.
I did. I had an outfit I could have worn.
Yeah.
And I brought my makeup. But then at the end of the day, I had to get up early to help cook food and stuff, and I just wasn't I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Much.
I'm like, maybe there'll always be a next time.
Yeah. Does she live here now?
No, she's trying to. Once she does, I feel like wealth of experience.
Of course.
She's like really nice. She's fun.
Yeah.
She always makes my I would never thought to think something could happen, and then
she like brings it out.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, this is cool. I guess.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was the places I went this week. I won't have a review of Toro because I couldn't get pictures because I was with people. Yeah. But I might have a review of something else coming up.
Okay.
TBD.
TBD.
Yeah. Other than that, did you see anything interesting this weekend or watch anything?
I'm like bereft of things to watch. Yeah, I'm like rewatching Spartacus.
No new shows to start or anything?
No new shows are really out. I got all caught up with Blackish. That show is so funny.
Yeah, I think I missed this week's episode, but I saw the birthday one.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny.
What should we call it? What's his black friend's name?
The old dude. I forgot his name.
The other black guy in Blackish who works in his office. He just says the randomest of things, and he's very inappropriate, but I find him funny sometimes. Fun.
The actor is really good.
Yeah, he's just really like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, he's trying to have this young boy's party or something. Like, I don't know, he was trying to celebrate his birthday, and that young hip black guy.
Yeah. He was an idiot. Oh my god.
I'm like, what?
I know.
Yeah, so I need to catch up on that. I can finally watch Netflix again.
Oh.
Because Lent is over.
So you can watch House of Cards. You can watch Kimmy Schmidt.
I watched it all yesterday.
What?
I watched Kimmy Schmidt all yesterday.
Isn't it so good?
I love it. I didn't realize I was going to love it because I saw posters in the subway. I was like, dang, why is this on now? I can't watch it. But now I'm like sad that it's done.
Me too. It's definitely one of those shows that you just like don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
And I didn't realize that the main girl was Ellie Kemper from The Office.
Yeah.
Like I never noticed in the ads. So I was like, oh, that's her.
Yeah.
And I love how like the first episode, not to give any spoilers, but how they do like that viral video.
Yes.
It's the theme song for the show.
I like that a lot.
But it does give me I never really watched 30 Rock vibes. I mean 30 Rock. But it does give me 30 Rock vibes.
Right, because the girl's
music
in it.
And the girl.
And Tina Fey
is the creator, yeah.
This person wants me to watch 30 Rock, so I watched a couple episodes today. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it's good things about it. I just never been like... There's like shows that I haven't really watched. I've seen like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of 30 Rock in my life. Never watched Girls. I don't think I ever will. I'm not a huge Lena Dunham person. And... Yeah, like, but I've heard that music of 30 Rock music, like, do-do-do-do-do, like, that's in the Kimmy Schmidt stuff, so I'm like, oh.
It's really funny. I like pretty much all the characters.
Dong. he's so dumb. And then what, Titus?
The English one. No, I love Titus. I hate the English boyfriend.
Logan?
Yeah, he's such an idiot.
He was like, yeah, I'm a daddy's boy.
And when they do the black and white movie,
I was like, a daddy's boy. She's
that's
like,
totally a thing.
Like a thing. He's like, I'm not even English, I'm from Connecticut. My family told me to speak like British. She thought it would be good for me.
Oh my god.
It's just really funny. It's like really ridiculous and funny, and like some of the characters I thought would have lasted a lot longer don't last as long as I expect them to. Like, I thought the tutor was gonna be a thing, and he went away. And then like,
well, now she's with
Dong.
Yeah, Dong.
Yeah, but then she also has had a lot of boyfriends for someone who's been in a bunker, and only been in the world for a couple months. She's
putting herself out there.
Yeah, I guess
and
so.
New experiences every day.
Yeah.
She does things, so she works, she goes to school.
Yeah, she is out and about.
She goes to fancy parties.
Yeah, she goes to fancy parties. She does things.
Yeah.
I thought the boy would be more featured in it, like the son, but not really. He's crazy, and I don't know where he is.
The little boy? Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, he's barely
They just dropped him.
Yeah, I know he's around. But
yeah. Oh, yeah, because the birthday app.
Yeah.
when he's beating up Titus.
And Titus is hilarious. I was like, he's like one of those characters.
Yeah.
And he's like, he sings things like, he's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to be supportive. Like, I'm going to go to the library and watch the trial. But yeah, it's just a really funny show.
Yeah,
And then I also started watching Parenthood, which is a really good show so far. It's like, that show was on NBC. It just ended. It had 6 seasons. It's with Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls. And like Mae Whitman, the girl from Avatar, and then like a bunch of other people, Dax Shepard, and a bunch of people. It's like an ensemble cast show. I've heard lots of good things about it, so I just started watching it today, and I'm almost through the first season, and it's really good. I like it so far.
What kind of show is it?
It's like a ensemble family. It's not like a drama, but it's just like it's like these siblings. Like they're all like these parents have like 4 kids, and they're all like in their 30s, late 30s, early 40s, and they all have kids. So it's like their lives, and they all live together in the same town. But it's not like cheesy. It's just like real issues and problems. Like it's just like their lives.
Interesting.
But so far, I really like it. So I'm gonna continue pushing through that.
Are you gonna watch Bloodlines?
Yes, I will. It was recommended to me a lot on Netflix when I got through. Like, I watched a lot of stuff on Netflix. As soon as I could watch it, I watched Horns, this movie with Daniel Radcliffe. It's based off a book.
Oh, I saw that.
Hated it.
Really? Oh,
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was like, it was too devilly, if that makes a sense. Like,
it's devilly for Easter weekend.
I know. I was like, dude, this is really... I thought it was going to have a nice ending, and it kind of did, but not really. Like, it was demonic. I didn't make any sense.
You went into it. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna watch Bloodlines. I'm gonna watch House of Cards. But those are shows like Kimmy Schmidt was light. Yeah. 30 minutes. I was like, oh, I just want to watch something fun. It out. Yeah. House of Cards and Bloodlines gonna take a while. Same for Parenthood, but I have like a whole bunch of things now in my queue to look at.
I need something new.
Maybe you should watch Parenthood.
I don't know. I don't want a show like that.
You should watch the first episode. It is a drama, sort of.
No, but I want like
watch
more
the first
dark.
episode.
Maybe. Okay.
You should just give the first episode.
Okay, I'll watch the first episode.
Just look at the first episode. It's good. I've heard good things about it. And so far, I like it.
Okay. Well, a lot of shows are coming back this month. Orphan Black is coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw the posters in the subway?
It's
like, damn, this show is getting big.
I know.
Game of Thrones is coming back. Wait, is Game of Thrones this weekend?
I don't think so.
Wait.
I think it's the following weekend. I thought it was a double-digit weekend. Because it's only the 5th. Unless I'm totally wrong.
Oh my god. It may be actually next weekend. But
if not, I mean, you could always find a stream tomorrow. I mean, a link tomorrow and watch it. Unless you wanted to watch it live.
Oh, it is next weekend. Okay.
Yeah. I had a feeling it was a double-digit day.
But, yeah, tonight's the end of Mad Men.
Oh, it's the final episode?
I think so.
I thought it was just started.
I don't know if it's the end, but it's maybe the beginning. I don't know.
I thought it was starting the final season.
I have no idea.
Also, he's also in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
I was like,
my god.
Tina Fey and him must be friends.
They must be friends.
Because he pops up in a lot of her random stuff.
For sure. He's good at comedy. Should do more of it.
He has to have some stuff. He should get some stuff in the works for himself after Mad Men.
He should.
So I feel like he hasn't been doing a lot with himself, even though he is on Mad Men. He hasn't been in a lot of films. Like, he's had fun guest roles and shows, but nothing other than where he's gonna go after Mad Men.
Exactly.
Which comedy could be his thing.
Oh wait, they're filming Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp TV series. That is gonna be so good.
I thought they were making a movie or redoing it, a part 2.
I guess it's a TV series that they're doing. Oh. That's gonna be funny, I think.
Possible.
Oh. Interesting. So I guess he is doing more comedy.
Yeah.
There you go. Damn, he's like... So when is this coming out?
Was he in Horrible Bosses?
He was in Parks and Rec. He was in Black Mirror. Interesting.
Well, I
don't
just feel
think
like he
was
hasn't
in-
been doing as much as he could.
Yeah, definitely not. He could definitely do more. He was in only 7 eps of 30 Rock. Yeah, I guess he must be chilling on his Mad Men money, you know, making concerted decisions of where he's gonna
plus he
go
has
next.
his girl who's a writer and does a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So maybe he's producing and we just don't even know.
Yeah, he could be doing some behind the scenes things.
Oh my god, look who's in this series, the Wet Hot American Summer series. All the originals, Janine Garofalo, Jason Schwartzman,
Paul Rudd? He's
Christopher
doing a
Maloney, Amy
my
Poehler,
gosh.
Bradley Cooper, Molly Shannon,
Wow.
Michael Ian Black, Michael Showalter, Elizabeth Banks, 80 Miles, David Hyde Pierce. Jesus Christ.
This is like everyone in the comedy world, basically.
David Wayne, Rob Hubel, Paul Scheer.
Oh my goodness. It's literally
Weird
everyone.
Al.
Wow. I don't know how this is gonna. It's like quite an ensemble.
Yeah, and they're all in every single episode. What?
They must just be making appearances and one-liners here and there.
In every episode? Wait, is there a trailer? Are we gonna watch the trailer?
Oh, have you seen the Entourage 2
Wait, it's
trailer?
gonna be on Netflix. It's a Netflix show, so we can just bang them out.
Oh, well then, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Whoa, cool. Okay.
And then there's the Entourage trailer. I don't know if you saw that.
For what?
The movie? Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna go well.
I mean, it doesn't look like anything amazing. It looks like a reunion movie. You know?
I don't know if I want that.
It looks like a cheesy, like, they got Bob Saget in the trailer.
Ew.
They have, like, everyone in there. It's just, like, a cheesy... Well, yeah, I feel like it might be cheesy.
Why is it 2 minutes and a half
It's like a reunion movie. It's like showing you everyone that's ever been on Entourage in that one trailer, basically.
Interesting. Because Entourage used to be my favorite show.
I didn't even finish watching it.
Me either. Because I was just like, this is shit now, but...
I remember you were into it up until Midian, I think.
Yeah.
And then...
Post-Midian, when Vince went on a coke bender, I was just like, I'm not into this anymore.
I don't think I even watched when he went on a coke bender.
No.
I think I stopped after that.
He was like dating Jenna Jameson.
I didn't think I liked that season. No. I don't look at anything after that season.
No, it's not good. Oh, I could go back to watching Sopranos, actually. I forgot I was watching that. Yeah, I'll do that. But wow, interesting. I'm excited for Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah, lots of fun Netflix originals.
I know.
Netflix is like producing some really good content.
Poppin'.
I want to put something on Netflix. Like you're like so
because you're like set if you do that now. Netflix. Yeah. What if Netflix is a new HBO?
It could. Well, it's trying to be.
Yeah.
HBO has they're trying. I think they're also working on producing original. Well, they do produce original
that's
stuff, yeah. But I mean, like, on-demand original
Yeah, they're
content.
coming out with their own Netflix, basically. Yeah. So you don't need to have a TV, HBO subscription in order to get their new online streaming thing. Yeah, which I think is good.
That's what I mean.
I hope it's reasonably priced. If it's reasonably priced, I may indulge. But it can't be, like, $15. I think that's too much for a streaming because Hulu is what, 7? Netflix is Netflix Basic is 5 or 7.
I thought it was like 7 or 8.
Oh, and then Amazon. I don't know how much the Amazon one is.
Amazon Prime, but then you get other things with that. Like if you stream, you get also the shipping stuff, right?
But I think you could also get it without the shipping thing now because they have Amazon Prime where you get the instant, but then they also have Amazon Instant where you can just get the streaming. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it has to be reasonably priced. But then they may feel like, oh, I'm HBO. People will pay for it anyways.
Yeah, it also depends what kind of content. Like, if they're going to stream Game of Thrones up there, then they could probably get people to pay that price. But if they're going to...
stream it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I could see why they would pay that. Charge that price. But we will see. We'll see what happens with
They
HBO.
have to come out with more good shows because I'm trying to think of what other HBO show I'm watching now. And I feel like...
Yeah,
I can't think of anything
I don't think
else.
I'm watching any HBO right now aside from Game of Thrones. I think
So.
Silicon Valley is on HBO.
Oh, I don't watch that.
And I think that is kind of popular, but not really. Unless that's Showtime. I could be totally confusing the two.
There was a show called Leaving my coworker was watching, but I think he said it's getting canceled.
I think if that's the lesbian or gay thing, then yes. Because there's a lesbian or gay show that's on, and it's getting canceled.
Oh, so maybe that's what he was watching. I don't know. So yeah, I guess they're not coming out as many, like,
original
poppin' shows as they used to.
And they have some stuff. What's that Liev
Oh,
Schreiber
Veep.
show? Veep?
Veep is good.
I never watched Veep.
Veep is funny. What's the Liev Schreiber? The
There's
one about the what do you call it? The Rapture? That one?
I don't know, not The Rapture. That's on AMC.
No, they had a show.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The Left Behinds or something like that.
That one fell flat.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll come out with more new content.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It must be... Everyone is, like, working furiously on trying to be the new Netflix and trendsetters and all that stuff. But I enjoy the content that Netflix has up. They're, like, on their game right now.
Yeah.
Like, good comedies and good dramas. That's super important.
Because I think a lot of big names like Tina Fey are, like, realizing that it's a good platform for their products, so they're going to them.
Yeah, like, they can have probably more control over their projects, how they want them to do. And it's probably a lot cheaper to do it on that sort of budget.
Right,
like, get what you want out, cheap, and still have a good production quality, and have it, like, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt doesn't look that expensive to produce. Like, it's like New York locations and
like one set, maybe two actually.
Like, you just
the rich house and then the poor house.
Shots, that's basically it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. What do you? Ooh, speaking of artists having control over their content, what do you think of Tidal?
Tidal. Oh, remind me what that is. Is that the 50... No, Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z's answer to
service?
Spotify.
I don't know. Empire?
Because, like, okay, so Spotify, you can either have a free subscription where you can't listen to offline content, but if you're in front of your computer, you can listen to anything that you want, but then you have to listen to ads. Then you have the $10 a month subscription where you can download your song so you can listen to it offline and you don't have any ads, right? But then the sound quality is like 300 something or other. I can't remember.
That's what I heard. Like, there's going to be two types. There's going to be like the really premium HD sound with Jay-Z service, and then there's going to be
$20.
Yeah, and then there's going to be the basic Spotify sound.
Right, which is like, I think it's $10.
Yeah.
So this guy at work, he did the 30-day free trial of Tidal. The premium sound, you can definitely hear a difference in how it sounds.
Oh, because someone's like, they said to me, I'm not sure you can notice the difference between the premium and the basic.
Can. Well, he played it just on his iPhone without headphones. He played it for us, and you can definitely hear the difference. I was listening to this other podcast, and they were like, if you use Beats headphones or any other good headphones, you can only maybe marginally notice the difference. But if you're using like regular headphones, then you can definitely notice a difference. So I think it depends how you typically listen to music. I guess most people typically listen to it on regular headphones or just through their computer. So
the way I haven't fully looked into all about Tidal, but how is it different than Spotify?
The only thing different is, one, there's no free content. So Spotify, you can listen to music for free, but there's going to be ads, and you can't
go offline.
You can't go offline and listen.
Yeah.
With Tidal, they only have the $10 and the $20 option, and the $20 option, which is their premium, is compared to Spotify's $10 option, which is Spotify's premium. So you can do the same thing, like download offline content, but the sound quality is greater. And also in Tidal, the artists get paid more for their for having their music on the platform, because apparently artists don't get paid like anything
with Spotify.
Because very few people on Spotify pay for content, and just in general Spotify like doesn't really pay the artists a lot. But in Tidal, a lot of artists have ownership, like Jay-Z, Rihanna, Nicki, Coldplay, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift isn't on Spotify. Yeah. But she like owns part of Tidal, and a bunch of country artists own parts of Tidal. So it's like completely artist owned. and artists are getting more money.
Sounds like Empire.
It sounds like that's Jay-Z Empire. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's an amazing idea. Oh, they're also gonna have a lot of exclusive content on there because it's owned by artists. So Beyonce just released a song that she wrote because it's her and Jay-Z's. Is it their 10-year anniversary this month?
Like of meeting or not
together? I think so. They've been together since like 2005.
Yeah, but not married. They've been just together.
We don't know when they got married.
Because I feel like they got, I feel like they were together with Crazy in Love, and that's around the same time, isn't it?
Girl, I don't know. These years have been strolling by so quickly. Because I remember I was looking like at her, through her Vivo, and I didn't realize that like Bonnie and Clyde and Crazy in Love were like a decade ago. Yeah. More. I was like shocked. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like I felt like that was just yesterday.
First went solo.
But that just feels like that just happened.
It did, but I can't remember where I was when I was listening. Well, not the first time.
Heard Crazy in Love.
Not the first time, but like. It was like, this is how I remember Crazy in Love. Whenever I hear it, I think of this one moment in my life. And not that anything deep. Like, this boy that I liked was like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like dancing to it or something. Like, funny, like... So that's what I associate it with. But if they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary, I feel like it's just them being together, not marriage.
No. What is this? 5th? Seventh anniversary.
Okay.
Interesting, but yeah.
She does release it there.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a bunch of exclusive content.
I mean, that's cool if there's gonna be exclusive stuff. Yeah, I think $10 option is what people would go for.
Yeah, $20 is too much for me. For
my
music,
budget. Yeah, $20 is too much for music for me. Yeah. I'm not that much of a hardcore music person like that I would pay $20 a month for it.
I mean, I like music. I just recently started paying the $10 for Spotify, and I do love it. But $20 a month is too much for me. But he's really smart in getting a bunch of people from various genres on board. Because Taylor Swift took all her music off of Spotify, but it's on Tidal. And all her fans are going to be paying $20.
Yeah, if 1D did that, they'd have...
Yeah.
Just crazy. Yeah. I wonder if she did that knowing Tidal was going to happen.
I think, like, before she was, like, really pissed off at Spotify because why can't I talk today? They barely pay artists anything, and then, I don't know. How long has Jay-Z been thinking of this? It's very interesting.
I feel like this is not something that's a last-minute decision. It's been something in the process for at least a year. Has to be.
At least.
Because so he can make informed decisions. This is money. This is investment. Right. This is like risk-reward thing. He has to talk over with advisors and all that people and get people on board and all all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, Rihanna and them didn't take off their music off Spotify, but not all their music is unavailable on Spotify either.
Yeah, exactly.
If they do that, then they're gonna like force people into
Tidal. Which they may do. Because if you're not even making money off of Spotify, it's not gonna hurt you to take all your music off.
And force people into paying.
Exactly. So Spotify needs to think of an idea of how they're gonna A, keep artists on their platform, and B, up their quality so that they can compete with Tidal.
Well, I feel like Spotify, what it is good for is those artists that aren't as well known.
No, the indie artists hate Spotify because they don't make any money from it.
It helps to give them exposure, though.
I mean, from what I read, indie artists.
I mean, not in terms of money, but I thought it would help in terms of exposure. Because if that's like where people go to for their music and they see them on these lists, and I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends, but then I don't know.
I mean, I guess they at the end of the day, if they can get exposure somewhere else and make money, then exactly. They hate it.
Because I feel like, I guess I do learn about new people on Spotify. I follow the alternative R&B list. That's the only list I actively follow.
And they also provide recommendations, like based on what you're listening to, who else you should listen to.
But if Tidal does the same thing and you're getting money, you might as well,
Spotify would be in some serious trouble, hot water, especially if they're major artists, like big known artists, top 40 artists are going to take off their their music, then they're going to lose a lot of people.
Like, their office is probably stressed right now. Like, I would hate for work for Spotify right now because people are probably running around like their heads.
No, they're trying to figure out the next big thing, but they heard Tidal's been in the works for a while.
Yeah,
so they have to have been having a next move in plan. If they don't,
they're smart,
that's stupid. I mean, there's a chance Jay-Z's thing could fail too. You know, it's not like set in stone it's gonna succeed. Spotify is a household name.
Yeah, Tidal got a lot of press this week.
Has a lot of clout behind it. Yeah, Spotify is also the household name, and if they do have something in the works, then you know, there's still a chance that they're not going to go away like that. I mean, they're smart. If they're smart, they would have had a plan in place to figure out something, make a deal with some companies or studios or whatever.
Apparently, 50 million people subscribe to Spotify, so you know. I think they should keep the free option because that's what they have over Tidal. Yeah. That you can use it for free.
I think there's always good to have a free option.
Yeah, because not everyone's going to want to or can pay, you know. So, but I understand why Tidal charges money because they have a different mission statement. They want to give artists more money, so in order to do that, they have to have
a higher price point.
Yeah, but then they had to have already known they were going to lose people based on the pricing too. Yeah. So I don't know.
We'll see how it goes. The world's made up of poor and rich. So.
Exactly, but those Taylor Swift fangirls, they're using up all their allowance money on this.
I guess, but there are some poor people though. If you're a true artist, shouldn't be all about that money. They should be about getting their music out there to people, even if they can't afford to pay for it.
That's what YouTube's for.
Well, yeah, YouTube too, but I mean,
they're like, you got it on YouTube.
I guess that's one option.
You know?
The YouTube playlist.
True. I wonder how much YouTube pays people.
The Vivo?
Yeah. Must be good, because all the artists have Vivos.
Yeah, well, that's how most people see music videos anyways nowadays. Yeah. There's no real channel you go to watch music videos. So if you want to see the production value that they put into that, you have to do something with YouTube. Vivo.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, anywho, the dynamics of YouTube and marketing and music, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a huge business, because basically, like, music is kind of like done with TV. All music is pretty much online. It's funny because like in my opinion, the movie industry is kind of dying out. Everything now, well, not everything, but a lot of things now are kind of like remakes.
But that's always been the nature of movies.
No, but it's like, to me, like, there aren't as remakes. Now like there's not Gremlins as 3. Much amazing content coming out of movies. To me, most of the amazing content is in like TV series now.
That's just because the studios are lazy and relying on Marvel and all that stuff to make. They're not like, as opposed to repurposing a love story like, I don't know, Singing in the Rain, and then remaking it like for these times, but it's not exactly like Singing in the Rain, but the premise is the same, and like calling it like Love on the Boat. I don't know, whatever they want to call it. And then instead of just doing Singing in the Rain, then Singing in the Rain 3, 2000 style or something like that.
And then now they came out with Cinderella, but I just want like a new original drama. Like they have those still, obviously. But it's like, when I look on like, exactly. Oh, we gotta go to Tribeca.
Yeah, Tribeca Film Festival.
You gotta go to at least one movie for Tribeca. And then the summer is coming back around. That's when all the summer local film festivals come out, too. The Brooklyn-based ones. Plans. But yeah, it's just like, when I look at what's showing in theaters on the weekend, it's like Pixar movie, 3 remakes, and maybe 1 drama that I'm not even that interested in seeing. So it's like... I don't know.
Biopic.
Yeah, or Furious 7, or Spider-Man 4.
Paul Walker's last.
I know.
Sad.
Really sad.
Yeah, I don't know. All the industries. The thing is, on-demand is killing a lot of industries. On-demand everything. Movies, film, food, cars, drinks, whatever. Right. People are just... It's a WALL-E world.
It's a WALL-E world.
Anything instantly doesn't want to move from their seat. Is that really coming true? I never really watched Wall-E, but I just know fat people in chairs.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of true. We do want things immediately. That's the culture we live in. Like, my boss always comments how we can't go to the lunchroom without all having our phones. So, like, we have, like, a lot of discussion during lunch, but it's like a comfort thing. Like, you can't go into another room without your cell phone in your hand. That's like...
Yeah, well, it's like, ooh, you know, I might miss an email.
Yeah, or, like, it just doesn't feel right. You're always, like, where's my phone? You know? Yeah. Or when we're talking about things, we want to look things up, because we talk a lot about, like, TV, so be like, oh, do you remember such and such? What year was that? And then we're all like... you know?
Yeah.
It's like, my boss is like...
Old
she's
school.
Crazy. Yeah, she's real old school when it comes to, like, technology. But I'm like, that's just how people function. It's unconscious. It's not like we're bringing our phone to the lunchroom because, like, we don't want to talk to people. It's just, like, an unconscious thing you do. You go somewhere new, you bring your phone with you.
It is annoying, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I'm old, but I can't remember where people didn't do that. They didn't have phones to bring with them to look up things. You were just talking to people. If you took out your phone, it was to play Snake. That's it. Like, nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I remember high school. Like, if I took out my phone, I was playing Snake. And we were just having conversations. I barely looked at it.
But then you're like, what if you want to know a fact? Because we still have, like, very deep conversations. Just that it's good to have something there where if you have a question, you get to know the answer right away.
It's good and it's bad.
It could be bad. It could be bad.
I see it as both, because it just takes away the personal connections that you could have had with someone on a train, on a bus, at a restaurant, in a bar.
I wonder how much did that happen back in the day? Are we just romanticizing the past, or did people really have all these random conversations with strangers?
I feel like they did, because old school, like, grandmas and things. That's how they behave now. So that's how they probably did in the past. Like, you had nothing to do. You probably were minding it. People did mind their business, but then there are times when you're like, you see something in a paper someone's reading, and you'd be like, oh my god. You know, let's start a conversation.
Even in New York?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it could be a whole romanticizing of, like, people met on trains and talked to each other and did have their music blasting, blah, blah, blah. But, you know,
I don't know.
Who knows?
Could be.
I think it was. I think
it was a little bit more of that. Maybe not as, like, dramatic as we think it is. Like, everyone was just talking and meeting people.
Like,
but
just like,
there was there was maybe definitely a little bit more of that. But, I don't know, people now meet online.
That's one thing you can say. Meet, hook up, whatever.
I mean, it goes different ways, different people. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Well, this has been a fun episode.
It has.
Well,
we'll see you guys next week.
Next week with fun stories and other stories about life. Life and love and romanticizing and on-demand economies.
It's a Wall-E world. That's what I'm gonna name the episode. It's a Wall-E world.
Not Wall-A.
No. Wall-E.
Okay. All right.